I
I
don't
don't
even
even
think
think
people
anybody
remember my
remembers my
course.
course. I'll be like, they'll be
They'll be
like,
like,
what's
what's
the
the
name
name
of
of
that
that
course
course
that you're
you're
studying
studying
again?
again?
And I'll be like,
For
for
the
the 50th
50th
time,
time,
communication
communication
and
and language
language
art.
art. That felt so good. Hi guys, my name is Oto-Obong. I am a recent graduate of the University of Ibadan where I studied communication and language arts and I create faith and lifestyle content. Today I am going to be reacting to a video that I shot and uploaded when I was in 100 level. That was like 2022. As at that time we were navigating ASU strike. Now I want to be comparing what I knew then to what I know now. And I am really excited because that video is so cringe. And my accent, guys. But I really thank God because I was working so hard on building an accent. And look at me now. I needed that to get here. So basically, let's get right into the video.
Introducing you to this video, how I knew communication and language arts was the course for me.
Yes. Initially, I wanted to study law. I wanted University of Ibadan. My reason was clear. When I said I wanted University of Ibadan, everybody was telling me, "Oh, that school is so high. That school is this. That school is that. Your WAEC result has to be like all A's. Your this has to be this before you did it." And me, I love challenges. So I was like, is that so? Let's get this. I applied the first time. I didn't get in. I applied for law. I wanted law. In fact, if you knew me when I was much younger, you know that I wanted law. And the reason is because everybody told me that, you talk a lot. That means you'll be a good lawyer. Now that sounds insulting now. And again, I loved argument, which is very, very contrary to me now because I don't like argument. If I say it the first time, say it the second time, say it third, well, me, just do whatever you want to do. And I'll just like I love my peace so much. I didn't get in for law the first time. I didn't even smell the cutoff for CLA self. The second time I also didn't, but I applied for CLA. In fact, the story was so long. I think you should watch that video because you would truly like understand the whole process. So I eventually got in for CLA. I told myself that, oh, if I do very well in CLA, I'm going to cross. But guess what? I did exceptionally well. I had the highest CGPA in my department that year. So I had every reason to cross. But I had already fallen in love with communication and language arts. It was everything and more that I think that I needed. Public speaking, I love to speak. Writing, I love to write. Photojournalism, I didn't really like have so a strong inclination for photography, but I was into videography. So yeah, it still looked like something that I was interested in. Graphic design, I loved it. As at then, the only graphic design skill I knew how to do was to design my thumbnails. So like every course was just it. Like I don't think I would have enjoyed anywhere else. Although at some point I still feel like if there were courses that I'll take, if not for CLA, maybe psychology or architecture because I love drawing and interior decor. But I know that architecture is more than just drawing. So that's it. CLA was the course.
Nigeria, I think there are only two universities that study communication arts. Because I know in the University of Uyo it's communication arts, and then in University of Ibadan it's communication and language arts. So like it's not so popular. The most popular one is mass communication, and there are like two different courses. When we say mass communication, I'm trying to give the difference between both. Mass communication is like talking to a wide range of people. Communication and language art is a lot different from that because it was designed to train people to develop communication skills. Like not just for the mass, not just for everybody. Like communication skills with a fellow partner, with an individual, cross-cultural, organizational, interpersonal, professional, mass communication included, and even instructional.
Yes, very, very true. And even up till now, I still believe that one of the misconceptions when I tell people the course that I studied is, oh, is that mass com? But no, CLA is not mass com. So basically, CLA is like the boss, the OGA, while mass com is under it because in the department, but there are many specializations. There are so many people that came into the department and left as broadcasters, some journalists, some photographers, some like myself, very, very much interested in marketing, branding, and advertising. Some PR. There are just so many fields. So communication and language arts cannot be restricted to mass communication because mass communication is just majorly broadcasting and journalism, which is not all there is to the course. So if you are a corporate that's always saying CLA is mass com, you have heard it today. So start preaching the good news to everybody else. CLA is not mass com. So I think that's basically all 100 level Oto-Obong had to say about her department. I got clarity for what I wanted to do. I think in 200 level first semester or second semester. So it may not be so clear to you in 100 level because you're doing a lot of things. And I will tell you that that phase is just for you to expose yourself to everything that you're being taught and give yourself to as much knowledge as you actually can. As time goes on, you'll find out the one you eventually want to narrow into or niche into. And truth be told, you may still get to 400 level and you may not know what you want to narrow into. And it's totally fine. Clarity will always come with movement. I'll tell you that this course is beyond the results. Because honestly, let me not even lie to you. If you are an external student and you want to borrow a communication and language arts course as your elective, I would just discourage you that if you're coming for the knowledge, just come and audit the course. Just sit down in class, listen, attend lectures, get notes just to gain the knowledge. But if you're coming for grades, should we tell them guys? When I was in 400 level, all the courses that I got A's in, they were borrowed courses. I'm just imagining that what if I decided to take all communication and language arts courses? Me, they wire me B, they wire me C, they even wire me one D. That I'm still wondering how where did I even get that D from? I have never gotten a D in my life. When I was in 300 level, like from 100 level to 200 level, I have never gotten a C. I'd always had A's and B's. Then in 300 level, I saw a C. I even went to make a complaint. Like nothing was done, but it's fine. It's all in the past. And that course was very cheap. Was a cheap course. Reading, azal. Then 400 level, like with all the courses that we took, with all the energy, with everything. Because the idea is that most lecturers they have an idea of what they want in their head, which we do not really know about. Or sometimes you could know about, even if you know about it, girl. See, I don't know. It's I usually say it that if I went for a math exam, at least I know that 1 plus 1 is 2. And I know that at least how would they mark it? They'll mark it according to workings and according to the answer. So if maybe it was simultaneous equation, if you use so method, I can't remember all of those things. I'm not even a math person. You shall know as you're coming out of the exam hall, you already know if you're going to get an A in the course or if you're going to get a B. But it's not the same with CLA courses, or at least in my own experience. When I was in 100 level, I used to read the course material, not the one that they probably give us in class. I'll look for DLC. I will read everything. In fact, my favorite course in 100 level was public speaking. I finished that material. I don't know. I can't remember how many times I read it. Then at the end of the day, I got a 68. It pained me. It pained me. Seriously. But at the end of the day, what I have learned about public speaking can never be taken away from me. In 200 level, my favorite course was marketing. I studied that course with the whole of my life. I got a B. In 300 level, my favorite course was advertising. I studied and studied. I got a B. In 400 level, I don't even think I had any favorite course again because I'd already given up on the system. Like you put in so much effort and then you do not see your results. But it did not make me decide that I was going to stop putting in the effort because I knew that this is my course. This is what I want to do when I leave school. This is my career path and I'm going to pour in everything that I have. I'm going to learn as much as I can whether or not I see the results. Of course, it would really truly truly mean a lot to me if I see the results that I'm working for. So even my advice to people who are already in the department and want to take borrowed courses, my advice is always go outside of the department to take your borrowed courses, go outside of the department to take your electives, because I tell you, the elective you take in music will give you an A. The elective you took in philosophy will give you an A. That's if you're diligent to the core. I loved philosophy so much. I put in my all and I always got A's every time I took the course. The elective that I took in English, I got an A. The elective that I took in French, I got an A. In fact, all the electives that I have taken outside of the department, I have always gotten an A. So this is just to tell you that you have to be, wise. I know before when I was in 100 level, 200 level, I was telling myself that I'm not going to take courses just because of the grades. I'm going to take courses because of the knowledge. CLA courses are already enough for the knowledge. I go for grades, bro. I'm imagining what if all of those courses that I got A's in, I did not take them, or I decided to take all the courses in CLA that I'm not even sure will guarantee anything, regardless of the efforts that I put. Bro, I don't know what grade I would have eventually gotten. So please, CLA is already a course of knowledge. Please pursue grades too. Courses that you know that will give you grades, go for them. If you're looking for knowledge, audit the course, because trust me, it's not funny when at the end of the day, after pouring in so much, you do not see the results. So yeah, this is why I would say, and I'll always say, that CLA as a course, I love it so much, but CLA as a department, I do not fully understand it. But I am very, very grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful. I just remember my project work and how it made me cry almost every day. Ah, guys, at the end of the day, hold on to the Lord. Hold on to the Lord. See, my dedication was, I dedicate it to the Lord Almighty. I can't remember who gave me the strength and the comfort. See, that comfort, very necessary, because I was crying a lot for my project work. And at the end of the day, I got a 61. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? But yeah, CLA is a lovely, lovely place to grow. I'm telling you that all of the skills that you have learned, you will use them. I never knew I was going to do anything book publishing or editing related until opportunities came, and I just found myself applying the things that I had learned in school, plus some knowledge that I got from YouTube videos and a course on Udemy by TCK, Tom Corson Knowles. Anyway, that information is not very important, but my point is, you have heard, right, that no knowledge is a waste. But I'm here to tell you that in communication and language arts, no, this is the real deal. Like, it's not is a waste, it can never be a waste, because there are many courses. I was never interested in PR. I didn't really like the course like that. But I remember some of the things that I learned in PR that are helping me in my business today. I wasn't really much interested in sales promotion. But the things that I learned in sales promotion, they helped me in my business. They even helped me in my personal confidence, like where I carried myself, the way I related with people. I know it will shock you, but really, that is how it is. So, with everything that I have said, honestly, I didn't say any of these, like especially talking about grades and all. I didn't say it to scare you. That is not my goal. In fact, whenever you get information like this, as a child of God, as a believer, what I think you should do is to take it to God in prayers. God, this is what my seniors have said. This is what this person said about so and so course and this and that. My experience does not have to be your experience. The bad experiences that your seniors have had, it does not have to be your experience. So it's not too late or too early to start taking them to God in prayer. Who is he that says a thing and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded it? Nobody. Nobody pass your papa God. Nobody. So if anything, I feel like this video should bring more joy and hope to your heart that this course that you're passing through, you're not going to leave empty handed. You're not just going to be awarded a degree, you're going to be awarded life skills. And that is why up to today, if you guys know my story, I strived to get a first class, but I didn't eventually get it. I eventually ended up with a second class upper. But I will never regret studying communication and language arts. It is that serious. I will never, because the things that I have learned, nobody can take it away from me. And nobody can take it away from you too. If you are a communication and language arts student or graduate, let me know in the comment section what your favorite thing about studying this course was. And if you are a communication and language arts aspirant, you can do well to introduce yourself in the comment section. You don't know that senior that you will connect with that will help you during your stay in uni. So I look forward to reading all of your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.